In 1941, shortly after the Great Depression, the city of San Antonio was looking towards the sky. The city purchased 1,200 acres of undeveloped land north of the city limits for its new and ambitious airport. Back then, it was known as San Antonio Municipal Airport. Today, almost 7 decades later, the site has more than doubled in size to 2,600 acres and is now the San Antonio International Airport. If the 1940s were the launching pad for San Antonio International Airport, then the 50s were most definitely the time when the airport began to soar. In 1951, construction began on a new terminal designed to bring the airport up to modern-day standards. The aviation business around the world was booming. Flights were becoming faster, safer, and more comfortable. In 1953, Terminal 2 was born. This year also saw the completion of the FAA Air Traffic Control Tower. Just 6 years later, San Antonio International Airport's first major expansion project got underway, with the addition of east and west wings built onto Terminal 2. In 1968, an even more ambitious project was finished. San Antonians knew that the '68 World's Fair was going to bring a huge influx of visitors to the Alamo City. They knew that this presented a perfect opportunity to showcase the progress which had been made at the San Antonio International Airport. By most accounts, the '68 World's Fair marked a major turning point for the city of San Antonio and for the airport as well. Airport records show that by the end of the decade, more than 848,000 passengers had boarded their plane at San Antonio International. Just a short 7 years later, city leaders were looking well beyond the next event and focusing on the next century. In 1975, city council members adopted an airport master plan for the orderly development of airport facilities through the year 2000. It would include a 1,300-space tri-level parking garage, but the biggest addition would be found just 50 yards to the east of Terminal 2. A new 360,000 square foot terminal. Terminal 1 was opened to the public in 1984, and it brought the airport's capacity up to an impressive 27 gates. Just 2 years later, the expansion continued with a new 221-foot FAA Air Traffic Control Tower at a new location. Less than 2 decades after the pivotal World's Fair in 1968, and the number of boardings at San Antonio International Airport had already surpassed the 2 million mark. By 1994, a second airport master plan study was created that would address the demands of the airport well into the 21st century. San Antonio International Airport closed out the century in 1999 by boarding more than 3.5 million passengers. Today, the airport handles more than 8 million passengers a year. The journey from 1941 to the present has been incredible, and we are proud to be continually improving and taking San Antonio to a higher level.